Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Sheila and I do motherhood, lifestyle, and cleaning videos. So if you guys are into that type of stuff, make sure to subscribe to be part of my Shape fam. Make sure to hit the notifications bell button to be notified of every time that I upload a new video. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. So happy to have you here today. Today's going to be a Q&A video, and my goal for this video was to really kind of get into it about being a mom, specifically a first-time mom. So I got some pretty good questions from a Facebook group that I'm in, and I'm so excited to finally have this questionnaire because I've been wanting to do this video for a very long time, and I feel like it's going to be kind of like a one-on-one and me sharing my motherhood experience and really getting real with you guys. So I hope you guys find this video helpful. But anyways, these are not in any specific order. I'm just going by how I got the questions. So we're just going to jump right into it. Alright, so the first question is, what's your baby's personality? Oh my god, you guys, one thing I can really say for sure, my son is the most happiest baby. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you would agree with me. Honestly, like, it's so rare to really hear my son cry, as crazy as it sounds, but he really just cries when he's very clingy or he wants to be held by mommy all the time, or like if I step out for a few minutes, he just starts crying, which is kind of normal for babies. But majority of the time he is all smiles, all laughs, and it's the cutest thing. Like, my son really brings so much joy into my life, and he's just a character every day. He's just very, very happy. I mean, I am not a happy person all the time, but I am all smiles majority of the time. It will be really rare to see me mad, but I'm pretty sure that part of the personality is from my fiance, because my fiance is always in a good mood. So, okay, how would you have felt about having multiple births your first time around? If I was to have multiple births at the same time, I probably would go crazy. For the first few months, it is really, really tough. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but to even think about having more than one kid in the beginning, I don't think I would be able to handle it. To be quite honest, I get overwhelmed easily, and just to think about having more than one kid at the same time, I don't know how I will handle it. I felt really stressed out in the beginning, trying to figure everything out. So it's just, I don't think I will be able to handle it. What's your favorite baby products? For newborn, I would probably say a swaddle, the Halo swaddle. I honestly, that was my favorite newborn product. It made things so much easier, especially when it came to swaddling, and it really did help my son feel secure, and I just love that thing. I praise about it a lot. I do have a newborn essentials video in case you guys want to check that out. If you are a first-time mom watching this, go check that video out. I mentioned every product that I love in the newborn stage. But right now, as a 1-year-old, let me think. Oh, I know which one. It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse plush toy, and it dances, it sings, and my son loves it. If I need him to get distracted, I just turn that on and he just gets so happy. So that is probably my favorite baby product right now as a 1-year-old. Right. So how do you relax and claim me time? I try my best to have me time. I feel like most of my time is just focused on the baby, especially since I am a stay-at-home mom right now. It's just so hard to claim me time. To be quite honest, my son is like my focus right now, but My me time, to be quite honest, is after my son is down for bed. That's when I really take the time to spend some time with myself. And what I normally do is I'm either editing a video or watching a show on Netflix. Yeah, so normally my son is down for bed around 8 o'clock, and that's when I claim my me time. That's when I take advantage of either editing a video, watching a show, taking a nice relaxing shower, or just spending some time with my fiance. That is how I feel like, all right, I can relax now. What has been your most joyous moment? Every little milestone of my son is my most joyous moments, but I will probably say when my son started walking, I was so proud and so happy when he took his first steps. He is yet to say mama, to be honest. It's like so close, but that's probably going to be my most joyous moment when he says mama for the first time. But yeah, definitely when he started walking was my most joyous moment as a mom. One thing you wish you packed in your hospital bag. I think I overpacked for my hospital bag, which I also filmed what I packed in my hospital bag. In case you guys want to check that out, I'll have that in the info section. Hopefully it's here. I'll have it in the description either way. But yeah, I overpacked for my hospital bag. I didn't use some of the items that I packed, so I don't think that I missed anything. Any anxieties? My major anxiety till this day right now, my son is about to be 14 months old soon, just giving him solids still. But there's times when I'm feeding him and he kind of like starts to like gag in a way. I don't know how to explain that, but it scares me because I don't know if he's just faking it or he's overwhelmed with the texture in his mouth. So I get scared of him choking. So that is like my major anxiety. So there's times I still give him like purees. But he's been doing really good with rice and beans. Like I don't want him to choke. So I'm always very cautious with that. So that's like my major anxiety right now. Ooh, there's a lot of questions. All right. How was your first night as a mother? Honestly, I still say it till this day, but if I could skip the newborn stage, I would. The first night, it wasn't really that bad. I was more in pain more than anything, especially since I got stitches down there, but it wasn't as bad as it got after a couple days. But the first night wasn't that bad. Honestly, my son kind of slept through the night, so it was pretty easy. All right, what is your morning and day routine? My morning routine is pretty straightforward. It's the same every day. My son wakes up around 7:30 and I give him his breakfast around 8 o'clock because sometimes I relax in bed for like 30 more minutes and he just relaxes in his crib. So around 8 o'clock I give him his breakfast and then we play a little, and around 10 o'clock he takes his first nap. His first nap is pretty long, I'm not gonna lie. It's like an hour or sometimes an hour or two. So then after that he wakes up and we just play the entire day. And the night routine is it's nothing really crazy. After dinner, I wait like an hour to give him a bottle of milk. That's how he goes to bed. And I've been establishing and reading him a book every night. Then my fiance takes over and puts him to sleep. And that is my morning and night routine. Have you had any tearful moments? Oh, I had many breakdowns. I know that I had times where I felt so overwhelmed with so much. And there's just times I couldn't handle it, that I would just cry of how much stress I felt. I've always been that type of person that finds it so difficult in asking for help, so I normally just take on a lot of things and break down when it's just too much. So I had a couple of those, especially in the first few months. Like, oh my god, it was so hard. But once you get the hang of it, it gets easier. How is breastfeeding or bottle feeding going? Pros and cons. Alright, so I have a full-on breastfeeding video, so I'm not really going to get in depth about pros and cons, but I am no longer breastfeeding. I stopped around, I would say, like 7 months. When he started eating solids and he was doing fine with solids, I stopped breastfeeding. I know that there's mommies out there that go way longer than 6 months, but I couldn't do it. It was just like overwhelming. Like, it was just too much for me. And my experience in the beginning was not great. I will say that the pros about breastfeeding is obviously you're feeding your baby the best milk. That is the best milk you can give your baby. And it's really a nice bonding moment with your baby. That was my favorite part. Honestly, when I just latched my baby, I would just stare at him and just look at him, and especially when he would just like kind of like hug my breast. It was just such a beautiful moment. Definitely that was my favorite part about breastfeeding. The cons, I would say, is just a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie, it is a lot of work. You're constantly breastfeeding your baby, and your boobs get engorged if you don't breastfeed. You need to pump. It's just a lot of work. So I have a full-on breastfeeding video. You guys want to check that one out. But yeah, what changes have you felt after being a mom, and what difference there is between being a mom and before that? I would say definitely having time for yourself and being able to do things for yourself is what changed the most, because before I had the baby, I could just do whatever I want whenever I wanted, and that is just thrown out the window. No more time for yourself. You literally had to either ask someone to help you take over the baby for you to have some alone time or be able to get things done. If you are married or you live with your partner, or you have a supportive partner, you might just have to ask your partner to take over and let you do your things. But before baby, you don't have to worry about that. You do your things whenever you want, and once you bring a baby to the world, it all changes. Like, your life is all about the baby now. Like, honestly, nothing else matters. Your priorities are like at the bottom of the list. Everything for the baby is top priority. And honestly, for me, that's like from the moment that we wake up to like the night, it's just about the baby, to be honest. Being a mom now, are you able to understand some of the choices your parents had to make? Of course. Honestly, after becoming a mom, I appreciate my parents so much more and everything that they did when I was a child. Like, you understand the sacrifices that your parents make when you become a parent yourself. You understand that once your child is older, you're going to have to deal with things that you made your parents deal with. So you just have to, you appreciate and now know why they did certain things when you were younger. So definitely it's been a learning experience, and I definitely understand a lot of choices that my parents made now that I am a mom myself, and I'm going to understand that even more when my son is older, because I know it's not going to be an easy ride. Your kids are going to end up doing things that you did when you were a younger person, and you just got to prepare for that. So I know now that my parents did what they did for a reason. what were the food that you've craved when you were pregnant with your baby? Ooh, I was absolutely obsessed with cheese and spicy food. I know when you're pregnant you can't really eat much spicy food, but I was just obsessed with cheese, like all types of cheese. I wanted everything with cheese. So if I was eating noodles, I wanted to put a whole bunch of cheese. I was obsessed with watching cheesy noodle mukbangs. I was like a whole week eating noodles with a whole bunch of cheese. Well guys, that wraps up this entire video. I hope you guys enjoyed, got to know me a little better as a mom. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to my channel to be part of my Shay fam. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. I am always sharing my son on my Instagram and things about motherhood. So make sure to follow me on there and hit the notifications bell button to be notified of every time that I upload a new video. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.